Hey everyone, I'm Pastor Lynn, Clayton. I'm one of the lead pastors here at Real Life Church, and we are beginning something brand new. Oftentimes, we as leaders and pastors have God download a message into our heart that He wants to speak to God's people. But we have a very limited time on a Sunday morning unless we're going to keep you all day. And so what we've done is maybe there's a thought or two that God has put in our heart that we don't have the bandwidth on a Sunday morning to share inside of that message that we delivered. So we're going to upload it online for you to be able to listen to anytime you want. We're calling it the Director's Cut, and we are excited to debut this with you today. Called Monsters in My Mind, and we've been learning how the enemy wants to access our mind to get a seat at the table of our lives. Now, our thoughts, they kind of operate like access points, so the enemy will utilize various methods and attempt to get us to allow him to pull up a chair and have a little chat. One of his classic favorite techniques is deception, because the devil's a liar. Matter of fact, when he lies, he speaks his native language. And this past Sunday, we learned some of the most common lies that the devil tells us. And you can hear all of those on YouTube or our website channel. But there was one more lie that I wanted to share with you in our new resource called the Director's Cut. And it's the lie that it's me against the world. And it sounds something like this. You know what? Nobody really likes you. Matter of fact, people have it out for you. The people you work with, your family, your pastors, they don't really like you. Your kids, they don't even want to be around you. Just look at your neighbors. They close their door as soon as they get home. Everybody's against you. You can't trust anybody. They're just going to hurt you. They don't really care about you. Now, if you're hearing this voice, it's the voice of a fear-based, illogical paranoia, and it will be a voice that causes you to mistrust everybody in your life. But it starts out subtly. It sounds like, you know what? She didn't even acknowledge you when you walked into the room. She doesn't really like you. Those people that are talking across the room, they're talking about you. You might believe that all your friends are doing things without you, that they don't want to include you or invite you. And we have this fist clenched, ready to fight, defensive posture. See, more than likely, somewhere in the past, you've developed this posture, walls up, tall and thick, because people have hurt you in the past. So you're not going to trust anyone again. Whether it's spoken or unspoken, there's almost like this vow that, I'm going to leave before they leave me. I'm going to punch before they punch me. And it's a fear of being hurt. And the enemy pulls up a seat and says, it's you against the world. Don't trust them. You need to protect yourself. But rather instead, maybe say to the enemy, no, you don't get to sit down at that seat because it is reserved for the Lord. In Psalm 23, it instructs us to let God be our good shepherd and lead us beside still waters. Let Him cause you to lie down in green pastures, restoring, healing, and refreshing your soul, guiding you down paths of healing and forgiveness. See, the Lord is your shepherd. And that means you lack nothing. He will lead you to lie down in those green pastures, and He will lead you beside quiet waters, and He will bring healing to your soul. You may be surrounded by pressures and troubles and uncertainties and misunderstandings, but God is at your table. And if you allow Him to be in the middle of it, you're going to realize that He's got your back. He's not some weak pansy God. He's the Lord of all creation, and all strength and power belong to Him. He is the King of the universe. And when He's walking with you in the valley, you don't have to worry about anything or anybody else. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You can set the boxing gloves down. See, I want to encourage you to have the belief that you don't have to look over your shoulder. That false narrative that forces you to be a victim, break free from it. Allow yourself to agree with God that you are loved and you are worthy of love. And if God is for you, who can ever be against you? God's got your back. And when the enemy throws a lie at you, shut it down. Fix your thoughts on truth. Allow yourself to agree with God. He is for you. So who can be against you?